Hey Maniacs, we're back. And this time, we're going to talk about Alicia Couri. If you watch Maniac regular, you know who Alicia Couri is. But we're just going to do a little introduction while my phone goes crazy. That's the joy of life. So I'm just going to turn it off. Okay. So Alicia, as you know, has been, she had a show on radio called Audacious Confidence, and we have some news related to that. If you are already a Dramaniac watcher, you know what it is. So let me begin it correctly. You're currently watching Dramaniac TV, and you will be seeing Alicia Couri very soon. Let me tell you a little bit about Alicia. So she is the founder of Red Carpet CEO. She is a personal branding expert, a Colby certified consultant, and also the executive producer of Dramaniac TV. And so she is also the author of Your Signature Style. I think I'm saying that correctly. Yes, I am. And also Age Younger. And guys, she claims to be 49. I'm pretty sure she's 25 or something, but it's under investigation. As you know, with me, everything goes under investigation. So, and she is bringing back the show Audacious Confidence in a web series. And that's what she's going to talk about today. So I will be bringing her on in 1 second. So while you're doing that, while I bring her, please make sure, share this out. If any of your friends don't have Facebook, tell them to go on www.dramaniac.com/live, and you can still watch the show there. And if you're from LinkedIn, same, you can go there. If you don't have access to Facebook right now, you can go to the website from your work or anywhere you really are. So I am ready to bring Alicia up. Alicia, are you ready to come? There you go. She's coming into the studio. There she is.
Hey, everybody. I know people will probably start getting tired of us because we are here all day, all the time. It's so much fun. Just a few minutes ago, we were doing a cooking segment. I don't know. It was an impromptu cooking, but I'm here on Dramaniac TV. We are relaunching Audacious Confidence. It was a radio show that was called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, but since we already used the word unleashed for Women Unleashed, we didn't want to repeat that. So it's just Audacious Confidence. And it will be on Tuesday nights at between 6 and 7. And so 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are a global network. Dramaniac TV is a global network. So we do broadcast in several countries. And so we have people joining us from all over the world. So I do have to say 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. And so we're going to have a little bit of a different type of format for the show, which is exciting because when I was on the radio, I only had 30 minutes. And during that time, a lot of people would always say, oh my gosh, the show went by too fast. We need more time. You should have an hour segment. And so now as the executive producer of Dramaniac TV, I have the opportunity to create a show that I really wanted, that I can give the audience what they were asking for in the first place. And so it's going to be an hour-long show. And we're going to have a very different format than it was on the radio. So if you're used to watching me on that radio show, you'll see I'll be doing it here from my home office. Won't be in a radio station like I was before. And we'll be here on BeLive with Dramaniac TV. So I just wanted to give you a quick breakdown. This is not going to be an hour-long video. Trust me. This is going to be a quick breakdown of how this is going to go. I'm so sorry. I was cooking earlier with Sebastian, and we were talking as I was cooking. This is a whole aside. This is why I keep coughing. I'm not sick or anything. I was sauteing onions and serrano peppers and garlic, and I took a deep breath with all the steam coming up, and it went down in my throat. So I'm still kind of overcoming the fumes, because I like spicy things. So the serrano peppers were just a little overpowering while I was trying to cook and talk at the same time. So that's a little aside. I don't want to get too off track, but I do want to give you the format of the show. So I'm going to have guests. I'm going to interview guests, of course, like I did on the other show. But I'm going to spend a little bit of time with you. So before we get to whatever segment, and I'll talk about kind of the framework of what we're doing and the potential segment topics that we're going to cover. And of course, I would love, love, love your feedback and any suggestions of topics that you might have for me. That's always welcome. We will be live streaming here on Dramaniac TV, as well as if someone's not on Facebook, it will be live. It will also be simulcast on www.dramaniac.com/live, and it's scrolling along the bottom. So they can always go to dramaniac.com/live, and you will see the show running live. So the format will be, whatever the topic is for that day, I will give you whatever tips, tools, techniques that I have for that particular topic that has helped me in my confidence walk. Because for some of you who have known me probably 7-8 years ago and before the last 8 years, may or may not have noticed, but I really did not have a lot of confidence. I always seemed to have confidence, but but it wasn't really there. And I'll tell you how I recognized it. Today on Women Unleashed, we talked about limiting beliefs. And one of the things that I didn't realize is that I had a lot of limiting beliefs. And one of them was in my confidence. And I felt like I was not really living the life that I wanted to live. And it's not that my life wasn't good. It's just that the things that I desired to do, the things that I wanted to do, the person that I envisioned myself to be, I wasn't that person. Instead, I had fallen into this belief that I was a behind the scenes person. I was quiet. I was a homebody. I didn't, I was an introvert. And that was actually not the truth. Because as I started to unfold these layers of who I was, when I started coaching, when I hired a coach and I started going through coaching, and I realized that as a child, that's not who I was. That is not who I was. I had somehow developed this belief system, this belief in myself that I had to be underground. I had to be in the background. I had to be not seen, not heard, so sorry, my phone just did something weird. And so I really suffered with my own confidence. And I realized that I was living a life less than the one that I deserved. And so hi, Sam, welcome to the show. And so I went on this journey for myself of confidence. And that's something that I want to share with you during the show, my own personal journey and the things that I learned, the tools and techniques that I learned to step out of that shell of not being enough, not feeling like I was enough, of insecurity, of self-doubt, of not even feeling like I was pretty or beautiful or anything like that. I had so many fears and so many limiting beliefs. And so I want to be able to share that with you, and then bring my guests so that we can have a really deep meaningful conversation about those topics. And I'll give you a couple hints of the topics that I am having. And I'm glad that Sam is here, Dr. Sam Sirio, because he was on my last show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, when it's on the radio. And so I would like to invite him back because he has such a powerful message and a powerful topic to discuss with us. So let me just run through some of the topics that we have. And so some of the topics we have prepared for you is, what is the evolution of confidence? You know, I'm going to talk about the evolution of confidence, and this is not a show for women. You know, we have the show Women Unleashed. That's primarily for women. I'm sorry. But this is a show for everyone. This is really going to be a show for men and women. So I'm going to have male guests as well as female guests, young, old, you know, you name it. We're going to run the gamut. And because confidence can affect you in any area of your life. So the evolution of confidence is something we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about confidence and authenticity. You know, are you really being authentic to yourself? Because I know I was not being authentic to myself in my own confidence. When I lacked confidence, I was not being authentic to who I was. So we're going to talk about confidence and authenticity. We're also going to talk about your beauty, because I believe that beauty is the cornerstone of confidence. And I'm not talking about pretty. I'm talking about how you really receive and accept the beauty that you were created to be. You know, who are you? And you're created as a beautiful being. Who you are is beautiful. And so we're not just talking about aesthetics. We're talking about your essence, exactly who you are, and how does that affect your confidence? Another topic is aging. You know, are you confident as you're aging? A lot of people, men and women, lose confidence in themselves through the aging process. And so we're going to talk a little bit about aging and confidence. Another one is how do you regain your confidence after a devastating loss or breakup? How do you regain that confidence in yourself, you know, when things fall apart for you? So I definitely want to talk about that. And then giving your children the gift of confidence. How do you instill confidence in your children so that they step out and they stand out and they're really embracing who they are? Today on the Women Unleashed show, we talked about, you know, how the gifts, what your superpower is, and how those gifts that you have are sometimes misunderstood by people. And sometimes you yourself think that it's a weakness when actually it's a natural gift because it hasn't been recognized as a gift. And so let's talk about giving your children the gift of confidence. And then self-love and confidence. Self-love is so big. And when you cannot love yourself, you cannot be confident. So we're going to talk a little bit about self-love. We're going to talk about confidence despite those nagging voices in your head telling you that you can't, telling you that you're not good enough, you're not whatever enough, you're just not enough. And so we're going to talk about those things. And we're going to break the confidence barrier between where you are in society. So let's talk about race. Let's talk about religion. Let's talk about socioeconomic status. And so, you know, let's dive into those topics. I'm thinking of a 16-week series, a 16-week season is the right word, a 16-week season for this topic. But, you know, we have multiple topics here. So these 16 weeks are going to go by so fast, and we're going to really try to dig deep. And if you guys enjoyed this, then the next season you can bring us suggestions on other things that either you've seen or you struggle with yourself, so that we can bring those topics. The final topic I had here, if we get to it, is intimacy and confidence between you and your partner. So how do you find that place of confidence with a loved one? in that place of intimacy. And so that is like a handful, a mouthful of topics that we're hoping to cover throughout the series. And I'm looking for guests. I'm looking for people who are interested in becoming a guest in the show, that if any of those topics spark your interest, or you have expertise in any of those topics, I would love for you to go to dramaniac.com/guest. If you go to dramaniac.com/guest and apply to be a guest on the show, when you apply to be a guest, you can click on, there's a section that says, which show would you like to be a guest on? And you can click as many shows as you like that's listed there. But please make sure you click on Audacious Confidence so that we can have you as part of the show moving forward. So I am so looking forward to this. I'm so excited to get this done. I have to stop saying I know someone already told me about that, but I'll get there. I wanted to really, I thought about this. I wanted to really bring this back as something that was me, something that was special, and something that can really make an impact in your life. So I want you to really think about the question that we had at the beginning of this, which is, are you living a life less than the one you deserve? I'm excited too, Sebastian, and I know, we work together now, and so you've been in this rebuilding process with the show, and I'm so thankful for you, and I'm thankful for the whole team over here in Dramaniac and Sebastian.com. They've really, really made this so special for me, and I love being a part of Dramaniac TV and being a part of Sebastian.com. And listen, Dramaniac TV is a platform. So I have my show on Dramaniac TV. It's a platform for you if you have a very strong point of view. If you have something that you want to share with people, Dramaniac TV is a place that you can come, have a platform where you can share your ideas, have your own show, and really expand your brand, expand your influence, expand who you are to the world, because we are global. My partner, Sebastian, he is in Australia. We've had guests on our other show, Women Unleashed, from England and from, well, the UK, I'll say from the UK and from other parts of the world. So if you ever had a desire to go global, this is your opportunity here on Dramaniac TV. So I am going to sign off. I thank you so much for joining me. We are going to, of course, share this out. Sharing is caring, so make sure you share this out to everyone who you believe would be interested in the topic of audacious confidence and any of the subtopics that we talked about coming up in the next season of Audacious Confidence. And I just want to say I love you. Thank you so much. I am blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have you as my audience. And I am here for you. Just drop me a line. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and I will find the expert to bring it to you. Until then, the show starts on the 29th. That's when we launch. January 29th is the official launch of Audacious Confidence, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am looking forward to seeing you there on the 29th of January, right here on Dramaniac TV, and this has been brought to you by BeLive.tv. So until 29th of January, I will see you then, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Women Unleashed. I'll see you soon. Love you. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody. Yes, Sam.